So, can you handle the truth? The truth can be a difficult thing to confront. It can be painful, uncomfortable, and even downright terrifying at times. Yet, despite the discomfort, seeking out truth and understanding our history is essential for personal growth, societal progress, and even our survival as a species. To begin with, the truth is the foundation of all knowledge. Without truth, we cannot understand the world around us, make informed decisions, or take meaningful action. In a society where truth is ignored or manipulated, ignorance and apathy run rampant, and progress is stifled. Furthermore, understanding our history, even the dark and painful parts, is critical to our growth as individuals and as a society. By acknowledging and learning from our mistakes, we can avoid repeating them in the future. We can also gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the world, leading to greater empathy, compassion, and a stronger sense of community. But perhaps most importantly, we must not be afraid to face reality, no matter how grim it may be. The consequences of ignoring or denying truth can be catastrophic, both for ourselves and for society as a whole. It can lead to a breakdown in trust, the erosion of civil liberties, and even outright violence. In the face of such risks, we must be vigilant in our pursuit of truth and in our efforts to understand our history, warts and all. This requires courage, honesty, and a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths. But the rewards are worth it. By seeking out truth and understanding our history, we can build a society that is more just, more fair, and more resilient. We can also protect ourselves from the dangers of ignorance, manipulation, and denial. It won't be easy, but it is necessary. In our search for truth and understanding, we must not forget that there are those who seek to hide the truth from us. These individuals, groups, and institutions use manipulation, propaganda, and even outright lies to obscure the truth and maintain their power and influence. But we cannot allow them to succeed. We must be vigilant in our fight against those who would keep us in the dark. We must demand transparency, accountability, and honesty from our leaders and institutions. We must seek out independent sources of information and be willing to challenge the dominant narratives of our time. The consequences of allowing truth to be obscured are dire. It can lead to the spread of real misinformation, the erosion of trust, and the suppression of dissent. It can also lead to a breakdown in civil society, with individuals and groups turning on one another in a desperate search for answers. To prevent this from happening, we must be willing to confront those who seek to hide the truth from us. We must challenge their assertions, expose their lies, and demand that they be held accountable for their actions. We must also support those who are brave enough to speak truth to power, even when doing so comes at great personal cost. Ultimately, our ability to seek out truth and understand our history is what makes us human. It is what allows us to learn, grow, and make progress as a society. But this ability is under threat from those who would seek to manipulate and control us. It is up to us to stand up to these forces, to fight for the truth, and to build a better world for ourselves and future generations. In this struggle, we all have a great personal responsibility to critically think for ourselves and challenge our preconceived thoughts and notions. Sometimes, you cannot tell people the truth. You must show them. Only then, at the precipice, will people find the will to change, to participate. We, the people, have been betrayed for a very long time. Sheep, no more. Where we go one, we go all.